Thank you. Welcome in. Happy Wednesday. What fogging they wore. Well, that's for later. There's one thing I want to implement before we start on Dog, and then we can continue with Fog of War after. Nose has been a little uncooperative today. Very annoying. Yeah, world effect. Okay. Combat.ui. Uh. How did I end up doing this? I did this. Okay. Side, welcome in. Happy Wednesday. Hopefully it is being good to you. And you're having a nice week so far. Go to comment.ui.vbox target. We want vbox world. Internet key free. How do we do it here? It should be in here somewhere. Update target status. It's probably in here. Yeah, here we go. Key free for effect. Add effect. So it's the combat status that runs add effect. Okay, so I'm going to grab this. We're not going to do combat effect. What we are going to do is I'm going to take this. I'm going to check if there's an elemental tile. Number. Welcome in, McVin. Happy Wednesday. Congrats on your number. Very cool. Combat. Do I have thing for current cell? It does not look like it. If I can get cell. Get node. Okay. We need variables for these. Last cell. Train cell is equal to this. And then we do the same thing for the current cell.
Let's go!
Let's go! Welcome in, Monster. Happy Wednesday. Hopefully your week is going well. This is current cell. Very happy Wednesday indeed. Nice. I'm glad to hear it. There is fucking shit is coming out, man. Oh yeah, I did see Lael has posted. Has he gone live at any point, or is he just like just posting in the Discord again? Yeah, there's a bunch of fucking earlier today. Oh shit, that's a shame that I missed it. I'm guessing it was early enough that I was at work. So what can you do? But that is fucking awesome news. Yeah, a bunch of fucking games are coming out, and I gotta check them out at some point. But I'm too busy. I'm too busy in the fucking mines. I think tomorrow I'm planning to start the new old Halo with Foul. The Halo's a short enough game that we can probably blast that in a week. And then there's some demos I need to look at. So many new games, there's going to be at least one new game for each day of September. Thank goodness. So we can keep ourselves occupied until fucking Ace Combat and Fire Emblem come out. It's always like, when you're not playing games, 3 new games come out every fucking day. And then when you are playing games, it's like, fuck, there's no games. I don't know what to play. There's nothing to play. I have 8,000 games in my backlog and none of them spark joy right now. There's nothing's coming out. Video games haven't come out for the past 3 years. Like, it is so weirdly, like, never... The desire for gaming and the availability of gaming, they fucking conspire to never line up ever. If current cell dot elatile is not equal to null, then global.combat.ui dot... Oh no, I fucked it. Hang on. I gotta grab this again. Okay. Global.combat.ui dot VBox world. Uh-oh. Hmm. Okay, I can make a copy of this. I need like a generic version of this that takes a string, a duration, a name, a description, and a container. Okay. Add, okay, it's not an effect. It's like a banner. Add, yeah, we'll call it a banner. Add banner. VB, VBox container. Name, which is a string. Description, which is also a string, and duration, which is a float, which is going to equal -1 by default. Thank you. Need to play the Grand Blue expansion when we have a little extra money to toss at it. Is that not on Game Pass? I'm gonna sneeze in one today. I'm saying it's probably allergies or something. Right now I'm thinking no game is a game that matters until Ace Combat comes out. So that's part of it. And there's others. The main two right now is Ace Combat and Fire Emblem. Those are like the two big ones. And I feel like there's a third one, but I'm just not remembering off the top of my head. But those are the two fucking main ones. Is like games don't exist until those games come out. But there are games I'm looking at right now that are like, yeah, I want to check this out. I actively want to play this, but I've just been so in fucking Godot. Like, no game is a game that matters enough to pull me out of game dev until Ace Combat and Fire Emblem will come out. It is in fact not on Game Pass. That is unfortunate. I don't know why it felt like a game that would be on Game Pass. Okay, so I'm gonna grab all of this. Uh, hmm. Okay. We'll have this return the status effect. Return UI. Because we cannot do that. Name here. I'm gonna take this. If duration is greater than 0, Brooke, welcome in. Happy Wednesday. A merry week to us all. Okay. This equals... And then add banner. Add this to the given VBox. Name is going to be effect.fName. Is going to be effect.fDescription. Effect.duration. And then we make a version of this for add elatile. Add elatile to AVB. Which is void. Add banner. Tile dot, was it tile? Yeah, tile name. Tile dot duration. Right, with Chicky. Ooh, like Chick-fil-A Chicky or other kind of Chicky? We are full of Chicky bean. Tile name, tile description, tile duration. I should make sure that I did not fucking break anything. Magnolan Chicky, okay. Aha, I did break something. Uh-huh. Oh, I see. I didn't update this. Add elatile. VX World. There we go. So as you can see, I have gotten some more things added, but I did not add the dog. As a little bit of a warm-up for stream, because for some reason I really wanted to save adding the dog for stream. A little bit of a warm-up, we've added Fog of War. And I've added tiles, like elemental effects for tiles, but they don't do anything yet. They're just like, they just display, because I had the textures for them for the last version of Datura. So I was like, oh, let me re-add these while I'm getting ready. As you can see, we have a, I need to make it so that the highlight info doesn't show the info if a character is hidden like this. So the way that this works is I've taken, and I was telling Fal this earlier, I love to complain about how Fire Emblem Engage has the worst version of Fog of War of any of the Fire Emblems, but then I took it anyway because it's easier to implement. So you just straight up cannot move into a tile that is fully hidden. However, there are these edge cases, as you can see, where it's like darker but not completely hidden. These tiles you can move into, and you can see if there's an enemy or another entity, in case I do like NPCs or something. You can see if there's another entity in the gray area, but you won't be able to see any info on them. You'll be able to see like their silhouette like this. So you can get a hint as to what kind of enemy it is, but you won't be able to see anything about it. And you will be able to attack it, but you won't be able to see it until the turn resolves. So like, I can move here and I still can't see what's over here. I can attack this unit, but I won't be able to see them until after I attack. Because if I didn't do that, you would be able to just run. You would just be able to run all over the place and just find whatever the fuck. And just, like, scout out the area for free. So you are not going to get any more information until after you attack. So I run up here. I can attack. And now you can see her. And a side effect of this is trigger abilities will never activate if you're attacking a unit that is not fully revealed. It's kind of a weird side effect. The reason I made it like that is because I didn't feel like programming like the target being revealed during an attack. And if I don't do that, then it would look really weird if they were able to counterattack. Like if they had a counterattack trigger and that went off, but they were still in silhouette mode, it would look super weird because of the way that the silhouettes are implemented. The silhouettes are actually a duplicate of the model. It's a full duplicate of the model, which means any animations that apply to the main model don't get applied to the silhouette. So I would have to either have the silhouette attack and not animate, which would look fucking wank as hell, or I would have to have the silhouette also animate during attacks, which I don't feel like programming. So you're just never going to be able to trigger ability against a semi-hidden target, and that's, you know, that just adds to the lack of information in battle. You can't set triggers off because you don't have enough info on what you're just kind of throwing shit at the wall. I should add an accuracy penalty for attacking a semi-hidden target as well. I have to think about that. Also, these fire tiles, if you can see, it's a little obscured, but if you can see in the top corner, which I'm very happy that this just works. I was not sure that it was going to display properly, but you can see up in the top corner, it tells you what the elemental tile is that on the tile that you're hovering on. And you can see that fire, it says lights dark areas, as well as lose 10% of your HP per second. And you can see it is in fact lighting this dark area. So fire tiles and light tiles are the only two that do this. Every tile has like a secondary effect. Let me see if I can... Where's it at? Tile. Easy, there's 6 elements. Stole them straight out of PSO2. You can't stop me. They each have 2 effects. 3 of them are good. 3 of them are bad. And fire and light lighting up dark areas, that's one of each good and bad that lights up dark areas. I just like the symmetry on that. They're also like direct opposites. I did not intend for that to be the case. It just sort of lined up with them being full mirrors of each other. Light is heal while standing on it, and fire is just take damage while standing on it. Ice makes it harder to aim. It reduces the accuracy and evasion of whoever's standing on it, but it melts. If someone's standing on it, it'll run through its duration faster. Wind, you get Tailwind. Took it straight out of Pokemon's. Increase your speed And also, every time 1 second ticks over in the ATB, it has a chance to spread to nearby tiles. It can only spread to empty tiles, though. Void is the opposite. It can only spread to tiles that already have elements on them, and it turns them into void tiles. And it's actually a good thing, because void tiles will drain your mana faster. It's sort of like water in BattleTech, where like if you're standing in water, you drain heat faster. If you stand in a void, you drain your mana faster. And then static field is... I'm very curious how this will go in practice, but in my head, it feels like a cool idea, where static field tiles cannot be moved into or out of. So if you cannot walk through a static tile, but if you get a static tile generated on you, you just straight up can't move until it goes away. But to counteract that, if someone is in a static field, it will decay faster. Same with the, similar to the ice tiles. So I have all this mapped out. I don't have it implemented yet. But before we get to that, we gotta get to the dog. I also need to make sure that these tiles actually decay. Let me do that really quick. Almost Doge time. For coming in for a node cell. Elatile, here we go. Okay, ATB is established all the way up here. Over here. Elatile dot duration plus equal minus ATB. If Elatile dot type. Let me grab this, actually. This will be faster. If it is equal to ice or electric, and excuse me. I hope that's not too loud. When I sneeze, I like back my chair up and like fully turn around so I'm facing away from the mic. Okay, if you are ice or electric and Elatile dot source cell dot get occupy unit is not equal to null. Subtract your duration again. I don't know if I want to do twice as fast. Feels like that would make it kind of inconsequential for like shock and ice. I don't want them to go away too fast, so we'll do times 0.5. And then if Elatile dot duration is less than or equal to 0, Elatile dot fn free. Otherwise, you become a light source. Okay. Let's make sure that they are running through their duration. Yes. Nice. So if I then go and attack. You still have 217 because I guess no time has passed. Also, you can see I added a little glowy effect when you take damage. It's white if the barrier is active, and red if either you land a crit, so the idea is that it like pierces through the barrier. So it's white if the barrier is active, or red if it's a crit, or if the barrier is broken. I just need to go until the time runs out here. Oh. Right. I was like, why the fuck is none of her barrier going down? And then I remembered I was testing Curse. I implemented the elemental tiles don't do anything, but I did also implement all of the elemental related status effects. So I think I put it on Blue Sky already, but fire is burn, which is the exact same as the elemental tile, but burn is 5%. The flame tile is 10%. So if you're burned and standing on a fire tile, you are going to bleed HP really fast. Ice is frostbite, which just makes you slower. I think it doubles the ATB cost of every attack. Nature is saturate, which just adds a flat +2 mana to every attack. So even attacks that originally it was going to be double, like frostbite, it would just double the mana. But a lot of melee attacks don't generate mana at all, so you would be able to, with melee units, just kind of ignore it. So instead I just made it a +2. So even something that doesn't generate mana at all, like a melee attack, is going to generate at least 2 mana on the user. Makes it very hard to use, like, anything continuously. Let's see those. Fire, ice, nature. Electric is shock. It's sort of, the idea is like an EMP sort of effect. So you regain barrier slower and you drain mana slower. The idea is like the systems that manage the barrier and mana are getting all fucked up from the electronics. Nature will fill you with the juice. Yeah, I had it in my head for the longest time. Ever since I added these elements to Datura, I got it in my head that mana is like heat, but I didn't want it associated with fire, and I ended up associating it with nature instead. So, and mana is like a life force thing, so it's sort of like Mako, honestly. That's why overloading on mana fucks you up. It's like a little microdosing of Mako poisoning. So yeah, saturation is a plant growing in your radiator. Light is blind, which I sort of took it from Unicorn Overlord. It's not a guarantee. It's a 50%. An invasive prickly pear. Yes, saturation is just fucking inflicts you with prickly pear. But blind in this game will be a 50% chance for attacks to miss. And what's interesting about that is that attacks normally cannot miss in Datura. I personally fucking hate missing attacks in video games. It is one of the most annoying feelings. But I acknowledge that accuracy is important for strategy and RPGs and stuff. So the way I've made accuracy work is it's like a damage modifier. So if something is really inaccurate, it's damage variance. So, like, the less accurate something is, the closer the damage can get to 0. But it's never going to flat out miss. Unless you're blind. If you're blind, there is a 50% chance for an attack to do a straight up 0. And it is one of the few ways for attacks to do that. The only other way that can happen right now, I will probably add more ways to negate damage later. But for the time being, the only other way to fully negate damage is if you have the trigger skill Weak Block, which functions similar to what is it called? The block skills in Front Mission, where if the damage coming in is below a set threshold, it gets ignored. I have Weak Block and I have Heavy Block, which Heavy Block is similar to, I believe it's called Damage Fix in Front Mission, where instead of ignoring the damage, it just caps it. So if you were gonna take a hit and it was gonna deal over 100 damage, and you activated Damage Fix 100, it'll get brought down to 100. Very useful when you're dealing with those fucking missiles. Yeah, that's similar versions of those. And then Darkness. What is Darkness is Curse, which is what Breya has. Curse is you cannot deal mana, barrier, or crit damage. So she cannot, her attacks do not inflict mana on Sarah here. They are not dealing any barrier damage. That's why her barrier is still really high. And she can't deal crits. That should be gone next turn, and then we'll be able to shred this barrier now. If you do the thing your parents tell you not to do and swallow watermelon seeds, it'll grow inside you and you'll get mana? Yeah, and you don't want that. It's kind of like radiation. So it would be less like a watermelon seed and more like an apple seed. Shall leaving Las Vegas with Nick Cage? What are you talking about, bro? Yeah, I just need to spend some turns until these tiles are supposed to go away. Oh, look at that! The ice under Sarah melted faster because she was standing on it. Let's go! I wasn't even testing to make sure that was working, but now we know. Okay, Breya is no longer cursed. Now we can rip this shit down. And you see now she's flashing red. Magic Cyanide. Is a scene where he goes, I'm a prickly pear. Oh! God, I'm not much of a movie watcher, so you're gonna get a lot of those past me. Also, non-attacking skills. They're a thing that you can do now. For the longest time, they were not a thing you could do because the game would crash, because their attack loop is set to 0 because they're not attacking, and it would just get real confused. 19. Okay, these things are going to disappear real soon. That's interesting. Why did only 2 of them disappear? Wait a minute. Why are these so different? What the fuck? Okay. Something is wrong here. Something is very wrong here. And also, these fire tiles are supposedly not here anymore because they're not illuminating the area, but the fucking things are still here. What is going on? I'm definitely going to have to set the duration lower to make this easier to test. Photon readings negative. I got enough channel points. Damn. Okay, send me your Discord name side so I can send you the invite. Congrats on the savings. Open up Discord. The Creamer Nation welcomes another. Well, don't get too excited. The Discord server is pretty sleepy. Let's see. Invite to server. Oh, I know what I can do. I can just DM you on Twitch. Whisper. Okay, that didn't work. Hang on. I think I need to do it on the website. Whisper. Oh. I guess you can't DM. I guess you can't DM links. Let's do this. I don't know if it's. I don't know if you're getting the whispers or not. Because, like, I'm sending them and then they're immediately disappearing. I don't know if Twitch is, like, mad at me or if you have. Or if you have, like, whispers blocked. It might be blocking them? Okay. Do you gotta use the mouse a ton in Godot? You have carpal tunnel? I mean, there's, like, keyboard shortcuts. But I use the mouse a lot. I feel like I use the mouse as much as you would in any other, like, productivity program. So I'm sure there's ways you can set up keyboard shortcuts to make it, like, fully keyboard controllable. Might be the fact that it's a link. Damn, I even did the thing where I took out the HTTP and replaced the period with dot and parentheses, and it still didn't like it. That's crazy. Okay, I'll give it one more. What if I do this? And it might just be spam detection. Yeah. It might be seeing that the link is just a bunch of even when I take out all the identifiable link stuff, it sees that it's just a garbled text and it thinks it's spam. Mino, welcome in. Okay, I'll just have to invite you through Discord. We'll do it that way. One of the other Ethernet member servers. Oh yeah, what you got? You and Duke's server? Isa, welcome in. You're in all of them? Damn. No wonder you were saving up. Ah, yeah, there you are. There we go. I sent you an invite. Happy Wednesday, Mino. Happy Wednesday, Isa. Hopefully your week is going well. Now, what the hell was I doing? Oh, right. I was trying to figure out why the fuck the elemental tiles are behaving very strangely. Let me set them to, like, 0.1 so they disappear right away and we can check something. Bump in evening indeed. Okay, so we're gonna have these be like 0.1 instead of 3. This music is going fucking crazy. You gotta relax, bro. There we go. Okay, they disappear like immediately. Honestly, this is a good test. They'll just disappear right away. Why? You are to disappear. L-tile equals null. Mesh L-tile.visible equals false. Train cell mesh L-tile is set. Yeah. Okay. Let's test something. Go back into comment and do next turn. Combat unit, train cell. Let me see something. Mesh. Oh, hang on. Node. Mesh L-tile dot visible equals false. What if we just forcibly hide all L-tiles when next turn runs? Okay, so that works. But it still thinks that the L-tile is there. Excuse me. How do ledges work? In what way are you at? I guess I can just kind of speak on them generally. So you do have a jump stat. So it starts out low. This is, I believe, as high as you can jump starting out. Each of these, they move in quarters. So I believe this is a quarter high, and then this is like a half high. And this is a full jump up to 1. So I believe 1 is about as high as you can jump starting out. As you level up your legs, your jump height will increase, and eventually you'll be able to, like, jump all the way up here in one go. And of course, there's line of sight. So if you are above, it's easier to hit someone below you than it is to hit someone above you. So if a unit was standing here and another unit was standing here, I believe this would be enough of a difference that this unit would not have line of sight, but this one would. It's either at this height or like this height where you would start to get that dynamic. And also there's a flat elevation-based accuracy increase, which is not implemented yet, but I do need to do that. That is in the plans. And that's more or less how ledges work. Line of sight also needs to be implemented, but when it is, you will be able to use low ledges like this as cover. So if you were on this side and you were trying to attack someone on the other side of this little platform here, there would be an accuracy penalty for line of sight. I believe I have it set up so that it'll function similar to Girls Frontline, where if you are pressed up against a wall like this, you will not get an LOS penalty for attacking someone out here. But if the person tried to return fire and you were pressed up against a wall, you would get, like, they would get an LOS penalty. So it's sort of like a quick and dirty way to implement the cover system from GFL. Tactical combat on. Okay. Let's see. If node.elatile is equal to null, or node.elatile dot duration is less than or equal to 0. I can sneeze again. I feel like some 3D games of this style only factor in height and coverage superficially. Yeah, I mean, I can definitely see why, because it is pretty complicated to implement this stuff, but, like, I figured it out, so fuck it. I was able to figure it out, so I'll put it in. Node.elatile is equal to null, and we are going to hide this. Why? Why is your fucking duration... Okay, so the duration is, in fact, positive. I was wondering if maybe these weren't deleting themselves for some reason, and the duration was displaying as an absolute value, which is why I wasn't seeing a negative sign. But no, they're just straight up losing ATB at different rates. What the fuck are you talking about? Why? These are at 10. The ones that were down here fell fast enough to just, like, disappear. This one is at 10 despite having someone standing on it. Why? Why? I fucking hate floating point values so much, dude. Oh my fucking god. Every time I have to do shit involving floating points, it's always a goddamn pain in the ass. Okay, why are you being so fucking weird? Elatile. Oh wait, no. We want combat. Is anything fucking with the ATB between these points? No. No, it just... It just this. Do I need to make this like a copy? I don't feel like a crazy person if that is the case. Nope, that didn't fix it. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna need all of you motherfuckers to print your duration. What are we working with here? Okay, you went from 0.1 to negative 0.7. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What? What? Why did only 7 of you print? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Those are the ones that disappeared. Why are you guys not processing time? What is going on? For Eletile in Eletiles. It's going through all of the Eletiles. Wait a minute. That can't be. I feel like it has something to do with the it has something to do with the way that it is fucking in the array. I don't know what it is. But the way that when it removes itself, it also removes itself from the list of elemental tiles. I probably am going to have to manage that in this instead of in the Eletile object itself. Don't you fucking 6-7 me. Now is not the time. Now is not the time. I'm trying to figure out why the fuck these tiles do not process time in a linear fashion. Okay. Oh, yes, I understand. I see it. I am iterating through this array. And in the middle of iterating through this array, there is a possibility for a tile to remove itself from the array, thus modifying the array while iterating through it. And you never do that. That's the golden rule of iterating through arrays. You don't modify the fucking array that you're iterating through. Okay. What if I do this? Dot duplicate. What if it was just that easy? Bro, what if it was just that easy? I'm gonna fucking shit myself. Okay. We got there. Now, what's confusing to me is why it did not successfully remove all of the tiles, but it did know to not light up the area around the fire tiles. That's supremely confusing to me. I suppose it's a moot point now, but like, that's just really weird. Oh, you know what? It didn't remove them, but it knew because the duration was still less than 0, it knew not to add it as a light source. Okay. Fair enough. Okay, now that all of that has finally been sorted out, an hour into stream, I can finally start on the ding dag old dog. We're gonna copy, I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter which one we copy. Let's copy Sarah. Because Witchy is also tall like Sarah, so it'll be a good reference point. This operation can't be done on the tree route? Okay, how about you fucking go fuck yourself? Why are you trying to save room combat? What? Why can you now duplicate? What the fuck was I trying to do before that you wouldn't let me duplicate it? God, it was pissing me off tonight, dude, I swear. I don't have all of your emotes set up yet, so I'm just going to set all these to 0. Hide, yeah, just hide all that. That's hard to look at. This is gonna get so goofy. But put that in here. Why are you small? That's weird. Scale. Which one of you is scaled? It's you. Why are you small? This is fucking me up. The other models are not like this. Ah, that's why. Okay. Why are you like this? Metarig. This one's not scaled like that. The fuck? There we go. That's better. You should be a little bit taller. You should be like this. 1.06. And then make the head just a little bit smaller. Spine 5. Why? What? Why is the scaling on this not linked? There we go. .95 ought to do it. Yeah. Skeleton 3D, go away. There we go. It works out great that it looks like a closed eye smile, but that's just the transparency not working, so that's neat. That is an easy fix, but I'm just kind of surprised that it does not auto. But yeah, she looks great. Okay, we take all the spring bones and we just kind of yoink them right in here. Body 5, thigh, L, thigh, R. Oh, right, these are the colliders. I think the colliders are fine as they are, but I am going to have to turn some of these off. Because they apply to bones that just, like, don't exist on this model. End bone must be the same or child of the root bone, so there's 3 of those. So skirt needs to go away. Skirt R, skirt back R, skirt front R. That should be all of them. That should be all of them. Okay. Yeah, everything else seems to be working properly. Actually, I think it's just the hair? Though I don't know what else Sarah would have had. But the hair is working properly. Let me see. Is there anything else on here? Hair back, hair front left, hair front right. Yeah, no, I think that's all of them. Okay. So I need to add ears and tail. And I also need to pose the tail. The yoinky sploink. Okay, is that everything from the skeleton? Yes? I sure hope so, because we're about to get rid of it. Okay, you go away. And that's gonna break some shit. And then rename this to just model. Attach script. You need this one. So, if I reload this, I believe she will come in with Sarah's idle pose, but then all of her textures and shit will be fixed. If I just reload the whole project. Okay. Oh. I see. Bones need to be reassigned. Bones need to be reassigned because there's a different number of bones and they're in a different order. So it's getting a little confused, but no errors, so that's nice. I don't know why the pose didn't happen though. Oh, change animation, but I didn't actually set the animation. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. She got a free ear piercing. Okay, let's see. How did I fix this last time? Because I had to do this the last time I imported this shit. Why? Oh, hard points. Right. You attach to hand R. You attach to hand L, which is not that. Hand L. Oh, hang on. Forehand R. There we go. Okay. That should be fixed. Now we set the pose. And there is something that I noticed. We do not set the gaze here. I don't think. Am I crazy? Did I do that? Hang on. Undo that. If I do... It does set the... Okay, you do set the gaze in the animation. We set spine position. Not model position. Spine rotation. I don't know why. Hang on. Jump. Jump rise. That sets spine position. And not model position. Okay. So in the reset track, this needs to go away. And we need to set spine position. So if I go in here, I don't know why you're negative 0.05. What if I set you to 0? So you were where you were fucking supposed to be. See that. There. Okay. Now, we need an idle pose. There's a couple other things I need to get rid of as well, actually. I need to get rid of the skirt tracks on all of these, because things that run off of spring bones just need to be set in the idle pose. And then, like, the spring bones handle the rest. But I can take care of that later. Okay, let's start with the twin strike ready. This is a good one to start with. Yeah, I'm going to start with this and then copy it. Duplicate. JK, I don't know what to name it. Hang on. Okay, it's just Witchy Idol. Duplicate. Witchy Idol. And we're going to take all of these. That was too much. I didn't want all of them, just the first two. We grab these. Get rid of these. Then grab these. You're going to come right over here. I know exactly what kind of pose I want to do. I need the spine. We need to rotate you. Like this. Yeah. Insert all existing tracks. And what we're going to do is I'm actually going to go back to, while I'm thinking about it, Twin Strike, take out the skirt, all the skirt stuff, because that's going to be per idle animation. Take out the ribbon, skirt. Let's see, take out the coat. The hair I can probably leave. I can probably leave the hair in. And then we're going to do the same thing here. No coats. And then the rest of you can stay. And we also need to key the tail. Key rotation. Do not create reset tracks. Actually, maybe I should create reset tracks. Yeah. Excuse me. Okay. Now I gotta go on the damn reset track. Oh, wait. No, I can probably just delete it here and then rekey it, and then it'll ask me again. Also, the key's not supposed to be here, dingus. Key rotation, yes. Create reset track. And then we do the same thing for the ears. Okay. Fix the gaze. Looking at dead ahead. We definitely need more of a crouch look. We gotta get more creaturely. So not spine 0, and probably not spine 1. Because if I do this, maybe do it like a little bit. Just we want to rotate straight out like so. And then key the position. Not tail. Okay, can I have the coat go out? Oh no, the coat is not vertex painted. Why not? Hang on. Is it mapped to the first one? Okay, it is. Yeah, we just need this to float a little outward. I definitely need to fix that with the coat, so that way the spring bones will operate correctly. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, that's not great. Let's key those. And we do not want reset tracks for these. Or maybe... no, we don't. Let's reset the rotation on this. Not the coat, the shoulder. Yeah, that'll do. Let's get shoulder. Ooh, interesting. Let's get like that. And upper arm. How's the fur look? The fur's looking alright. Hmm. Get a little bit of crab going. Why does that not look right? That kind of works. That's yeah, that's looking more like it. That like stanced up sort of look, very much a brawler. Very ready to punch. And with the coat raised up like this, tail the tail connects more naturally. Just something feels just a little bit off. That's a little better. I'm gonna move this slider, and some things are gonna reset, and I'm gonna be real mad about it. Okay, no, it looks like I did in fact key everything. Thank God. Okay, give me the tail. I don't know why. Oh, that's why. I was like, I don't know why it's pointing that way. There's a very good reason it was pointing that way. It was a little too crooked. The tail had a nice bend to it in Blender. I can't get the same. I can't get that same vibe here. No, that works. It's a bit of a harsh angle, but it works. It kind of just leans into the blockiness of it. Let's see. Super Apple interpolate end with the beginning. You do not appear to be doing that. I say it to cubic. Definitely should be slower. Let's make this 2 seconds. All right. Excellent. Now we need to set up some new spring bone. Well, not at all reasonable to implement. I'm picturing the tail wag getting faster the closer she is to allies. That would be pretty great. I mean, if I wanted to, or not if I wanted to, but if I was not so afraid of scope creep, I would love to put in a full like emotion system for ears and tails. Let's see, start at tail, end at tail 3. There we go. Exclude collisions with pretty much everything. Let's see, we don't... I think the only thing we'll need is hairplane B. So we're gonna go ahead and fucking get rid of everything else. Can I select multiple things? Man, it'd be so cool if I could select multiple things. So we're gonna need... Let's see, we have... This is number 3. We need 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're gonna need 9 total. This is number 3. 4, 5, 6, Oh, I see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Five. And then thigh and other thigh. There we go. You are free. Yeah! Now that's a tail wag. Yippee! This is fantastic. This is truly wonderful. Yeah, hair moves with movement, tail moves with movement. Ears. I also need to make sure I set the properties correctly. Hang on. It feels right as it is. Whoops, whoops, whoops. Definitely don't want to. I don't know what that's going to do. Do not want to move that. It returns to center very slowly, which is probably good. That feels right. That feels like something that has muscle in it. Did you just invent a new slur for dog people, Fal? That's crazy. You could say it because it's you, if you say so. The ears are definitely going to have to be much more, what's the word I'm thinking of? Not dense, but like less springy, firm. The ears will have to be a lot more firm. Like they need just a little bit of give to them, but they wouldn't be flopping all over the place because there's cartilage in there. New sping bone. This one starts at ear L, and then ends at ear L01. I need to like see the sping bones. Extend end bone. 0.12. Yeah, that'll do. We need to do the same with the tail as well, actually. To get it to the tip. Extend end bone from parent. 0.15. There we go. Can you, like, copy these? Clear array, resize array, move up. God. I wish you could just copy them, man. Let's see. This is going to... I'm pretty sure exclude genuinely everything. The head's in there somewhere that we should probably avoid. So it would be 9 still, because we're avoiding everything but one element. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So everything except body 5, I believe. Two, and then right 1, right 2, thigh L, thigh R, and then thigh L and R again, and then hair. Yeah, that is moving around way too much. You need to be big stiff. Don't you start. Two drag? If he made you like 8 stiff, you need to like barely move. Oh, the ear forward works very well. God, it's a fucking mess. Wait a minute, you're not supposed to be able to go past the fucking hair back barrier? What gives? That's strange. Oh, because it's sloped like this. Interesting. Well, not a whole lot I can do about that. The ear flying back is not great. But that's fine. 12. Okay, that'll do. And then we do the same thing. So it is extend 0.12, 12.2. Okay. One, two, stiffness 12, drag 2. Right? 12, 12, 2. Okay. We add until we get to the new page, and then 4 more after that. Excluding everything except body 5. The ears still move so much. I don't like. I don't know how to set like a maximum movement radius for them. They're like jelly ears. I suppose it's not the worst thing. Not the worst problem to have. And a dog with the jelly on it. Okay. Let's hit the verniers. Which I think the only thing I really need to change is the slight yellowness. Mesars. Welcome in. Thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. Actually, I think I'll have it be like gray with the yellow gems. Want to roll? Yeah, fuck it. Why not? Classic. Classic. That is a hell of a chatter intro. Yeah, right from the jump. That's crazy. There we go. You are the one that rotates. So let's get you like that. And then pointed outwards a little bit more. Rick's roundest warrior. Like this? Okay, so you're like a 70. This, negative 140. And then negative 160. Yeah, that looks good. I like that. And then position you just so. Let's do negative 0.4. And then negative 0.15. Okay, this will be interesting to mirror. So 70, negative 140, negative 160. So let's start with that. Can I copy this? Copy value. Paste value. There we go. And we need to mirror this. So I want this to be... Oh, man. Okay, hang on. Negative 160. And we need to fucking flip that. Oh, fucking math. Negative 120. 160. What axis are we going over? So 160. If we flip over... I was going to say 180, but that's not what's happening. And we're not flipping over 90. What the hell? What is my center angle? It looks like negative 120 is the move. That appears to be facing in the opposite direction. But now I need... Nope. I need X rotation. Oh my god. This is going to be so annoying. I really don't want to mess with rotation edit mode. I feel like that's going to... What if we Quaternion? That's not great either. Set that back to Euler. What do I do about this? Okay, you set this back to negative 160. I have an idea. And then we just rotate like this. Rotating it 45 degrees. There. I'm a fucking idiot. I just needed to do that. And this. Negative 0.4, negative 0.15. So we're going to keep negative 0.15, so it's nice and close, and then we do positive 0.4. But that's not spaced correctly because Fao is not stanced up symmetrically, and I feel like I should fix that before I continue. It is 0. It is 0, and I feel like it should stay that way. All right, I guess we're gonna keep it that way. Okay, what if you were closer like this, closer to a 0.2? Oh, that's not symmetrical. I can see that these angles are not symmetrical, and you know what? They shouldn't be. Which is not a symmetrical character. So, to fix this, we're going to have you go for 170. And then we're gonna drop you like here. And you would be a little farther back, trail behind the arm a little more. Put you like here. And then push you back a little bit. Yeah, there we go. I think I do. I'll have to fix Brea's shell to match. I think I'll have their shells be white so they can match, have some sort of uniformity. So this is gonna be wrong one. There we go. I don't think it should be pure white. Ads are so fun on your current VPN settings. Oh, what are you getting? You don't speak Spanish? Ah, I see. I do 222. And then we do the same thing on this one. The energy, I'm gonna have to do a little color matching here. Oof, curse of the Wi-Fi. Welcome back. That was your that was your punishment for the Rickroll, I guess. I think that's not quite the right shade. I need to lighten it up a little bit. Mmm. Yeah, good enough. I feel like I should just have the shell be full black. Let's see. What does that look like? Oh, wait, not the shell. The ring. What does that look like? What if we just go all in? I think I'll do ones instead of zeros. The way of the roller. Oh, I think I'm starting to get to the second phase of nose fuckery. Where it goes from Niagara Falls to the Sahara Desert. So that's gonna be fun. We play Helldivers 2? Yeah. Yeah, that game's fun. Tangent all you like. I'll just be here fiddling with colors. But yeah, Helldivers 2 is fun. It's, I'm the kind of person that'll play a game for like 2 days and then never pick it up again. And Helldivers fell into that camp, but not because I didn't enjoy my time with it. I just have a really hard time playing games for extended periods of time. But I greatly enjoyed the time that I did spend. Shooting the bug is fun. Okay, Brea, I need to fix your verns. Your fucking clown car verniers aren't gonna cut it anymore. Yeah, that works. Cool leg. Cool leg, huh? What's your major? Okay, we have the stance. I think the stance is good. We got the tail wag. I'm so happy that how much the spring bone adds to the tail wag. It is fucking fantastic. I do need to implement Senior Fisto over here, which is going to involve it's going to involve more posing. I have 45 minutes. I don't know if I feel like doing that right now. But what else could I do? Let's see. I was doing the Fog of War shit. Oh, I know what I can do. Yeah. I can do the hidden thing where it doesn't show the enemy's info if they're semi-hidden. 45 minutes should be enough for that. Why? Output, why are you yelling at me? What did you fucking... What broke? Animation index out of bounds? Fucking... Yeah, okay, dude. Freed or unreferenced while signal was being emitted to it? That must have been when I was fucking with the spring bones. That's fine. Update, the Mexican hot chocolate ice cream is quite good. Just a little cinnamony. Certified a Hell Driver and make a list of fake Way of the Hell Driver gears. Nice, nice. Major in computer? Hell yeah. I was initially a comp sci major and then I fucking respec into being a mechanic. And then I respec again into business, I guess. I'm like a corpo graphic designer now. I've had such a strange career path. So I got distracted looking at the dog. We have to fix the thingy. Not combat act. Why are... I don't need you right now. Go away. Career path was driving a bus to being unemployed. That's how it is. We're working on, you know, flipping that around. Things are looking up. Okay. Combat status. We need to look at target status. What is status unit? Hang on. Oh, wait, that's the bottom thing. Okay. Target status. Oh, I see. Okay. They're your shonen maneuvers. They're your fighting game what do you call it? The command list. That's pretty sick. Yeah, I mean, as someone who is literally taking the time to make a bunch of cool, edgy... I'm making a fucking video game where my OCs beat each other up. Like, of course, we're gonna have to have cool names for all the moves. So I get it. Okay, everything to do with status target. The move list! Yeah, yeah. I should probably show you. We do have the starting cinders of an video game in here. We got shit. We got shit where you shoot people. We got shit where you shoot people and it's real good. I have not put in the enemy AI yet, so I just control the enemy AI manually. I have an idea in mind for a better version of enemy AI compared to the last version of this game. Because before, I believe what I did was I would have the AI calculate every tile it could move to and be like, okay, can I attack anybody from this tile? Can I attack anybody from this tile? And it'll do that for all of them. And then it'll like randomly pick one tile that can, that is in range of a target and like do the attack from there. So it was totally random. But I'm thinking about this time, I'll do something similar where it'll go through every single tile, but it'll give them a score. It's sort of like how Pokemon determines what random shit to use based on logic. So enemies will have these logic functions and it'll be like, okay, I can attack from here and that'll put me like out of range of a counterattack, or I can attack from here and it'll put me high up, or I can attack here and attack someone who's almost dead and like assign every action a value, and then it'll take whatever it thinks is the highest value action it can take. I'm gonna have to, it's gonna be, I feel not as complicated as I feel like it's gonna be. But it'll definitely be more work than whatever the fuck I was doing last time. Also, something that is annoying me is when I back out of the act menu, it takes a second. It lags for a second. So if I hit the button now, it takes a second for it to actually load everything. And I should probably fix that. That's not great. I fear that in my attempt to fix that, I'm going to create several new problems. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Are you lucky you live in a college town and got a good government scholarship? Ooh. So you might graduate with more money than when you went in. That's fucking crazy. Fingers crossed, man. That is a very fortunate position to be in. What is the name of the game? It is Datura, like the flower. The name has no symbolic meaning. I just think Daturas are really cool. But it is also the name of, like, the team of the main characters. You got your like faction. It's like their faction name. And the in-universe explanation is they also just thought Jaturas were cool. Art imitates life, as they say. Could you repeat the name Datura? I always feel like it's weirdly hard for me to pronounce. Thank you for your interest. This is a game that I've been working on for, like, God, it's got to be coming up on like 10 years now. Every year or two, I restart the project because I'm like, oh, I could make this better with all the knowledge that I have now. I fall into the trap. It's my version of, like, Car Guys, where you have the Forever project. This is my Forever project. It double sucks because I'm also a car guy. So if I did actually work on a car in my free time, I know damn well I would be a fucking Forever project guy too. Some names have profound backstory, others just are. I know that's right. Okay. Okay, I need... Oh, it's not here. Oh, here we go. Update target status. Let's see. Target image dot modulate equals I'll also need to make it not do anything if the target's fully hidden. Go bribery is crazy. I do have a Discord, yes. It is 10,000 channel points to get in, but that was very effective bribery if you are so interested. Just give me your Discord username. Like Deadcan, that each member uses a plant in the Datura family as their call sign. That is such a fucking cool idea. I'm absolutely going to use that. I'm absolutely going to use that. Color dot... Oh, wait. Color dot white if unit dot fog viz. Sorry, if roundy unit dot fog viz is greater than or equal to 2. Otherwise, color dot black. I don't know how many there are, but Nightshade is one. Oh, that's a good question. I do need to make sure that there are actually enough to go around. Display name is Devore, but Mesarthim 42 should work. Add friender. Okay, I sent it. Invite to server. There we go. Welcome in. We're gonna be, me and Fao are gonna be doing the new old Halo tomorrow. Just a heads up. I guess I could have waited until end of stream to say that, but we are coming up on end of stream, so fucking, why not? Let's see. V-Box. Children, free. If. Let's see. Our viz, which is an int, is going to be equal to roundy unit.flogviz. If viz is greater than or equal to 2, if viz is greater than or equal to 2, otherwise... Oh, you know what? No. Target status dot status target. UI unit status, which is what this is, I believe. UI target status, type control. Status target. Yes. Okay. That is in fact what I'm looking for. Maxwell is forever. Status target dot visible is equal to vision greater than or equal to 2. Okay, I think this worky. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Now you don't get any info on them. You know that they're there, but you will not know what you're getting into until you end your turn with them in range. I really like how this effect turned out. The silhouette look, I was just expecting it to be like a flat color, but the way that the Godot's built-in lighting just works really well. I'm just using like fucking default lighting settings. Yeah, I really like how this is coming out. All right, sick. Next I need to make sure that they don't show up at all when if they're fully outside of range. So I need Sarah to spawn 2 to the left so we can test that out. Ominous void models are really fun. Let's see. You spawn at 5. And I'm pretty sure the model is not going to show up, but the information is going to show up when I hover over the tile, which is what's going to need to be fixed. So yeah, they're fully disappeared, but I can still hover over them. I shouldn't be able to attack them. Yeah. Okay, so that's working at least, which is great. But we gotta do something about that. Because that's not very hidden. Should be fairly easy to set up. Okay, let's put this in here. It's not equal to null. You do that, and then excuse me. Thank you. Okay, hide if... Oh, I see. I see. Okay, hang on. Let me undo this. Let's put this back here. Hide if unit is null or equal to first in turn order, or if unit dot fogviz is less... I don't know why I keep wanting to do weird fucking comparisons. Just round the damn number, bro. Null or turn order 0 or fogviz is less than or equal to 0. There. Now it just shouldn't show up. Bar buns. That's a new one. Now, nothing shows up. It's like they're not there. Now, what I'm curious about is... Okay, so we can't attack here. But what if... What if we stand here? Ah! You can attack them if they're in the AoE range. Okay, so that's a problem. I do want... Oh, that's the snake lady. Okay, I thought so. But I was also like, she was a snake. I don't know what that has to do with Banui. See, I do want you to be able to hit targets outside of visual range in AoE. However, I don't want you to be able to, like, search for them by doing that, because I feel like that's kind of cheap. Like, if there's a target in visual range and another one outside of visual range, I want the one outside of visual range to be able to get caught in AoEs, but you shouldn't be able to start an attack and, like, find units by looking at the AoE, see what shows up in the AoE preview like that. I think that's unsportsmanlike conduct. So I will need to take that out. And I think, that's kind of annoying to implement. You know what? I'm gonna leave it in. I'm gonna leave it in for no other reason than I'm fucking lazy. If people can learn that is an exploit, that's just called being a gamer, and they deserve that. They deserve to be able to have that. Let's see. What else? I could start implementing the tile effects. Yeah, okay. Let's do that. What am I looking for? Looking for combat. Yeah, I do want these to stay out longer now, so we're going to leave those as 3. I wish to enrich the gamers. They fucking need it. Lord knows they need it. Okay, so ice decreases... Ice decreases accuracy and evasion. So Elatiles will need decalc. Act. You are going to need FN effect decalc. You know, you need that in Elatile. Toss that right in here. Match type. En type dot, let's see, ice. Where is accuracy? Accuracy up. If act dot source target dot fn get current cell is equal to source cell. Act.geekout accuracy add. Let's see. If you're the target, decrease evasion. Oh, wait. It's going to be the same effect either way. Accuracy molt times equals 1.5. So the target or the user Oh, wait. No. It would be the opposite. So if the target is on ice, increase the accuracy of the attack. If the user is on the ice, decrease the accuracy. If source user, no, it'd be unit. Yeah, source unit. Decalc accuracy multi equals 1.5. Well, the villagers in Pokopia can walk up to you random and be like, "You changed my life for the better, and I cherish our friendship." And then hand you a stick. Hell yeah, that's like dogs. Ah, yeah, dogs will 100% do that. That's great. It's fantastic. I love when they do that. If the unit is on the ice, then we have it. All Pokemons is dogs. Print. Ice. Target evasion down. User accuracy down. And this should... Oh, no, it won't, because I needed to run the check. For unit combat unit... For Elatile, which is an Elatile, in go.combat dot Elatiles. Elatile.fn effect decalc self. Okay. So this should work. And Sarah should be receiving more crits. Oh, fuck. I need her to, like, be on the ice again. Hang on. You'd be like, be at 8. So that way you're within visual range. So that way we can get the triggers to go off. So you are on ice. Greatly reduce accuracy and evasion. Modified damage, accuracy check. Oh, she's cursed. Hang on. I was like, I feel like there should have been some crits in there. I forgot. I made Brea cursed. Hang on. Take that off. We are done testing that, bro. There we go. There's a crit. Damn, I guess even with the enhanced accuracy, the SMG's accuracy is just so fucking ass. That did not get a whole lot. Oh, I see why. It's because the graze rate would have to be reduced all the way to 0 before before it would start increasing crit rate. A real cursed debugging experience. I'm saying. Okay, instead of it being multiplicative, how about we do some base accuracy fuckery? Accuracy add plus equals 0.5, and then accuracy add plus equals negative 0.5. Yeah, no graze rate and crit rate is up to 45%, up from 5% of last time. Yeah, that sounds pretty heinous. And even with all of that, the SMG is just able to get its graze rate down to 0. It did not change the crit rate at all. This thing can't hit the broadside of a barn. Yeah, I think I'll leave that at flat 50% increase and decrease instead of it being multiplicative. That is a significantly more drastic effect. Let's see. I can also do fire. Trying to think what I can do in 10 minutes. That would be under combat, under next turn. Update MP, update HP. Here we go. So we're gonna have to do this again. I should probably, yeah, change and then protected. Change float. Protected is a bool that is false by default. Can I do int? Will it allow me to do int here? Protected. If protected, that'll be 1. If not protected, it'll be 0. Protected, true. And then all I have to do is copy this. And in here, free otherwise. Let's see. Else. If ltile.type is equal to ltile.entype.fire. And oh, hang on. ltile dot source cell dot get occupy unit is not equal to null. Then we're going to take that occupy unit have them update their HP. Oh, okay, hang on. That's going to be a lot to retype every time. Let's do this. For our unit, which is a combat unit, you do ltile.sourceCell.occupy unit. Unit's not equal to null. Update HP. This one is times 0.10. Okay, and now if I set the fire to be, where's Brea at? 9.6. Okay, Brea is standing in the fire, has already taken some damage. The song is in fact quite good. I fuck with it heavy. You can use standby. Okay, down to 800. View standby. Down to 735. Okay, so health is ticking down. Imagine a Vine Boom on every hit. Oh, hell yeah. Every crit a Vine Boom. Okay, that's good. Fireworky. Let's see, what else we got? Oh, wait, hang on. I gotta hear this before we head out. This is an all-timer. and then we'll raid out. Cause it's 3 minutes to 10, and this track is like 3 minutes long. It's perfect. Let's see. We have fire implemented. We have ice implemented. I guess light would be the next thing to implement because it's just the opposite. Hmm. Oh, here it is. Okay, we test this to make sure that the light tiles work. And also they are in fact lighting up dark areas. That's great. And then we raid. $673. Okay. 738. All right. We are healing. We are healing. Okay, so that's half of the elemental tiles implemented. Good to go. Ugh. All right. Good progress. We got the dog idle animation set up. I still need to set up the punching. But we did also get hella elemental shit done. And semi-hidden units in Fog of War. Very cool. Alright. It's fucking... This song is great, but you gotta chill for a second. You're doing a whole lot. Yes, I'll do. Alright. Let's head on over to Bar Buns, as per Brooke's request. As always, I like to support smaller streamers, so if you're coming with me on this raid, remember, be nice. You can be little grumbling bastards if you want. Honestly, I would say this is a person I'm entirely unfamiliar with, so fucking rein it in, alright? Be on your best behavior. But until tomorrow, where me and Fowl are gonna halo it up. Until then, thank you, Brooke, thank you, Fowl, thank you, Mino, thank you, Monster, thank you, McVin. Thank you, Masarth. Thank you, Side. I know you were here earlier. I feel that's as far back as chat goes. I feel like I'm missing somebody. I do feel bad. If I missed you, I do apologize. But again, until tomorrow, same time, same place, I will see y'all next time.